You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet.
Hello.
And welcome to a quick turnaround episode. My favorite, the quick turnaround, the relaxing, the fun, the drafts, the therapy. So, yeah, that's what we're doing this week.
Be prepared. This one's going to be super long. This episode's like 4 to 5 hours long.
Girthiest Brooks.
We know this ahead of time, usually.
Well, I haven't seen you guys since last Monday. What you been up to?
I still like audiobooks better than podcasts.
I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks too, so yeah.
But I don't. I dropped my subscription to Audible because it's way too expensive. Yeah. But I still had a bunch of books in my library from before, from all the times I have subscribed, because it lets you keep them.
Right, yeah. Which is, I mean, that's nice.
It's really cool, actually. Yeah. So I went back and listened to The Martian again.
Oh, okay.
By Andy Weir. Just as good the second time through. I'm currently almost finished with his other book called The Martian. The Martian called Artemis, which is about a city on the moon, a colony of people on the moon, and one person in particular who lives there and some of the things she gets up to. So it's a really good book as well.
What's it called?
Artemis.
Artemis. Okay.
Like the
so
name,
not the Lunarians.
No.
So, yeah.
The Moon Folk.
That's what they call themselves?
No.
Okay.
Artemis is the name of the city on the moon. But it's a good book, and I've enjoyed it. And I had gone through it once, but it had been so long I didn't remember a lot of it, so it was nice to go through that one again. Those are both really, really, really good books, along with the Hail Mary Project. It's kind of the Andy Weir trifecta, and I've mentioned the Hail Mary Project in a recent episode. I do recommend those books for anyone who likes kind of sciencey, but somehow exciting sciencey novels, science fiction, but closer to science fact. Science fiction that employs a lot of science fact. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Very good stuff. I enjoy it. I've mentioned in the past, there's a show on Paramount Plus that I like called Mayor of Kingstown, starring Jeremy Renner. The most recent season of that is, I think, almost wrapped, and I've gotten almost all the way through it. I've really enjoyed that, so I've been watching it. Do recommend on your favorite streaming platform of choice or Paramount Plus. Watched a really terrible movie. So you know how Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse came into the public domain recently. Just like with Winnie the Pooh, the first fucking people that could get their hands on it the fastest was a horror movie.
Was it the same studio by any chance? Like, was it the same filmmaker?
the one that did the Winnie the Pooh one or whatever was, I mean, that
Blood
movie.
and Honey.
Blood and Honey. There's a second one, by the way. I haven't watched it. It was dumb.
Mm-hmm. I remember you didn't like it. I remember you telling us it was bad.
It was really dumb, and I hated it. This movie is called Mousetrap.
Hey, that's a movie.
And it's basically about this guy who gets... I don't know, dude. The movie is so fucking stupid. I don't even know for sure what it's about. It's some Canadian thing. It's really, really, really awful. Yeah, it's Canada. Think about it. It's really awful. 1 star. Wizen Sage says, I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, that's like the lowest I've heard you give something.
I hated this movie. And it was like an hour and 20 minutes long. It felt like it was 6 hours long.
You should watch it on a weekend.
Yeah.
Stretch that weekend out.
Yeah, stretch it out. Watch it on a Sunday night, and it'll feel like your Sunday lasts all way longer. God, it's so bad. I do want everyone to watch it and make fun of it and write letters or something. I don't know if people write letters anymore, complaining about things. I guess probably no. I'm sure people do, but no one reads them.
They comment on Dairy Queen's website.
Yeah, I mean, I got results. If you don't know what we're talking about, jump back a few months, and there's an episode where I got a call from the regional manager of, not the assistant to the regional manager, but the actual regional manager of Dairy Queen.
It was good. She was nice.
She was very cool. And then, so I have one thing to bitch about, and then I'm going to talk about something cool.
The airing of grievances.
It's an airing of grievances.
Now is the time.
It is Festivus for the rest of us. I had ordered, so to combat the price hike of Xbox Game Pass, I ordered an Xbox Series X through the Citizens Pay Finance Xbox All Access thing.
Yeah.
The way I got my Series S.
Right.
Because it was still going to have the Game Pass at the price that I'm used to paying.
Yeah.
And then I got it and it was fine, but then I realized I don't need this much Xbox. And then also Microsoft came out with a tier that actually works for me, which is like $10 a month. It doesn't give you the whole library of games, but it gives you a small little library of like free games to play. And you don't get access to like the first day releases and stuff, but I really just play Overwatch anymore. And if I ever needed to bump it up, I could. And so anyway, it was like a week after I had gotten this. I said, I don't need the expense. So I decided to send it back.
The Xbox.
The Xbox.
Okay.
So it's through, because I still have my Series S, which is probably still listed for sale in the Discord, but it's not for sale. You can't have it. I took it, went back to my Series S, and they give you like 30 days to return it.
Okay.
And this one is through Walmart, but you can do it through like Best Buy or Walmart or Target or whatever. It's just all tied together. And the only thing about Walmart, which I didn't know this until now, is you can't take it back to the store. You have to mail it back to them. At Best Buy, apparently, you can take it back to them. Well, I got the shipping label and took it in and shipped it off. And it says in the email, hey, your Xbox return is in progress. Send it back to us. Expect it to take up to 90 days to process your refund. This thing's like a monthly payment. So the first month, of course, I didn't have a payment because it's just financed. So always the way. The first month, you don't have a payment. And I have yet to hear from them. I have tracking information on the package from UPS that says that it was delivered to the Walmart receiving facility. I have now been on the phone a total of 3 or 4 hours trying to call Walmart, call Xbox, call the finance company, call all these places to find out, why am I not getting a status on this fucking order? I've opened tickets in their ticketing portal, and as soon as it gets opened, it gets closed and marked as solved. And it's like, okay, no, it's not. So I just I've gotten to the point where I'm reopening the ticket every time it gets solved. And then they don't give me an answer. So now what I'm afraid of is that it hasn't been 90 days. So maybe it just takes a while and I'm being impatient. But in that time, I'm going to have to pay every month to keep from my credit from getting hit. And they're supposedly going to refund me anything I pay once the financing thing is canceled. But I don't know that this is going to happen, and I'm afraid now that I'm going to be stuck paying this money every month for an Xbox I don't even have in my possession anymore. And that really grinds my gears.
Yeah. I think it's going to work out, but it does, because I can't imagine that they could get away with that, because it's not like you'd be the only person that's happening to,
right?
And
it could just be that their policy is fuck you, just wait. And we're not going to talk to you about it. We got it under control. We're not going to give you status. you know.
Yeah, which is shitty. That's
It's
shitty customer
shitty
service.
because that drives me crazy, but it's also shitty customer service.
Yeah.
And I'm super narcissistic about things like that. Like I want to be told everything that's happening to my thing and the money and all. You know, I get real fucking obsessed about it, and I can be really angry with customer service people. I try not to be because I am one,
Sure.
so I understand.
Yeah.
But being utterly helpless to control the situation is not something I'm
It's
terribly
frustrating.
fond
Having
of.
your ticket closed immediately after it's open.
That
What
that
the
one
fuck?
pissed me off. I finally got it to stay open. I think they got tired of me reopening it. But I'm still like updating it every day. Like, what's the deal? What's the story? Tell me what's going on. And I'm going to do that every day until I get an answer. I'm going to call and bitch and complain. And
That's insane that you haven't heard back on the ticket.
no, and
How many days has it been since you opened the ticket?
Well, it's been a week.
Holy
since
shit.
I opened the ticket, but I've been dealing with this now for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, it's really, really driving me crazy. I just want them to say, we got it. It's been returned. You'll be credited. And, you know, I've been using Game Pass.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'll have to pay back that part, which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fine. I'll pay for what I've used.
Sure.
But I just want them to give me get me clear of this thing, or else, you know, the whole reason I returned it was so I could save that money.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to have to keep paying that money, and I don't have an Xbox to show for it.
Right.
So
I think it'll work out.
probably,
Yeah.
it's just, you know, like I said, it's not my style. It's
Sure.
not the way I like to handle it.
Yeah, it sounds real shitty the way they're
Excuse
doing it.
me.
I thought about I was going to cut Game Pass completely,
Yeah.
but Henry uses it so much and we share that account. So it's like,
There's like a $10 plan. I think it's the console only plan.
Mm-hmm.
And it also limits you from being able to get the games on PC.
Mm-hmm.
So to have both, you have to have the ultimate.
yeah.
But just for the one, what would be for me, because I don't use my PC for gaming anymore,
Mm-hmm.
I would do the console one. And, you know, you get some stuff, but not like the exclusive, oh my God, Call of Duty. I'll get to play Call of Duty before everybody.
I feel like a lot of that stuff has been like pretty lackluster anyway.
Yeah, so
Honestly,
I'm not trying to make a beeline for it. And
Yeah.
eventually they'll put Call of Duty out there for all Game Pass for free once everybody's paid all the money to get the stuff and
Right,
whatnot.
sure.
But anyway, enough about that. The real reason I came here tonight was to tell you guys that Captain Gun Nerd and myself went and saw Deadpool and Wolverine this past
Hell
Saturday.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It is without question, and I don't care what anybody says, somebody's going to disagree, I'm sure. It's the best Marvel movie that's ever been made. I enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine more than I enjoyed even like Endgame. And I love those movies, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This one was the absolute peak. It was the peak of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, that's why I like comedy more than drama. I like
Yeah.
the joy you feel
Oh
from a good
God.
comedy.
It's fun. It's a fun movie. Like, I think it's more, I mean,
Oh, it's a great fun movie.
in my opinion, it's the most fun, like, outside of, like, it's the most fun I had watching a Marvel movie outside of, like, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Yeah, and those were great too. Those were right there with it.
Yeah.
But Deadpool and Wolverine surpassed it for me
But
because
yeah, same.
I mean, it was just we laughed non-fucking stop throughout that entire movie, and
it's a great movie.
we got about halfway through it, and I realized I can't process this fast enough. So there's just so much going on. I got it. It took a while to catch up to my brain. You know, my brain was processing all of the information. There's
Run overflow.
so many jokes and so many references and things that were but they were well placed. The movie was so well written. Yeah, John and I went to see that together, and that was a lot of fun because I don't remember the last time I went to the movies with John, and we just had a great time.
Awesome.
4 big, huge, happy stars for 5 stars. Wiz and Sage says check it out.
A 1-star and a 5-star review in the same show.
Exactly. We got the extreme. We got the worst movie and the best movie. But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you saw it.
High recommend. Me too. I would have been disappointed had I not seen it in the theater.
I heard a rumor that there are different endings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That doesn't
Clue
surprise
style.
me.
I don't know if it was that many endings, but that's what I mentioned when they said that they heard there were, multiple endings.
That'd be pretty sweet.
And then I said, well, she said, you've seen it twice, right? I was like, yeah, but I saw it in the same theater. I know with like Clue, it was like different theaters and like different regions got different endings. I don't know if that's how they would orchestrate something like that nowadays or not. But.
Well, Ryan Reynolds has been wanting to do a remake of Clue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of his things he was talking about wanting to head up is a remake of Clue with a whole
like
new
that could
ensemble
work.
cast.
I feel like that could work.
I
At
think
first,
it could.
my knee-jerk reaction to that was, oh, dude, that's a classic. You can't. And then I was like, man, you totally could. If you get like the same kind of actors that fit the same like niches that like Christopher Lloyd, all those people did back in the day. Yeah,
I think
that could work.
But yeah, that was the rumor. So it wouldn't surprise me a bit if there were like different endings out there. And that would be a lot easier to pull off today than it would.
Yeah.
Than it was with Clue back in the day.
Download it from this folder.
Yep.
And he'd be the first one to be like, yeah, be my guest. I don't care. So this is not up to me, but Disney might not like it. But.
I just assume I don't know how movies are distributed. I just assume that like a theater gets like access to a private, like a secure
server and just downloads it.
That's what I assume. I don't know.
That's probably right.
I mean, because Nikki and I were talking about this the other night, and it's like, you don't think they like mail them like a hard drive, do you? Like that just seems like.
I want to say that I know at one point they did do that.
I mean, it makes sense that they would have done that, but like
before
in the past,
the
but like
internet
right
was
now, it's
decent.
like
yeah.
Wasn't Oppenheimer shot on some kind of special film still?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
Probably.
I thought I heard that. So it was like a monster truck tire of film that, special.
That to bring it in cases and like have an actual projectionist switch out the reels and stuff. Yep. Deadpool. Good stuff. Dave, what have you been up to?
I got back from a work trip. So I had a work trip to Cincinnati, and that was a work trip.
So did I, unexpectedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should have texted me, man.
Well, I just went through on my way to somewhere else. So I had to make
You
a
didn't
stop
want
in
to hang out. It's
Cincinnati
cool.
and
I
a stop in
understand.
Springfield.
Yeah. You were in Cincinnati until I said we should have hung out. And you're like, oh, no, I was just going through. No, man. Akron.
He was in the hotel room below yours the whole time. He knew it too.
I know. Typical.
Typical Tyler.
The restaurant in the hotel had something on the menu that I had to try. I at first was like, man, that'd be really gross. They had deviled shrimp, deviled eggs.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And it was good. It was good. The waitress was like, okay, how many would you like to order? And I said, I just want one. I just want to try this. Because I'll be honest, like on paper, doesn't sound good. But yeah, it was good. It was like a grilled shrimp on a deviled egg with horseradish and tomato jam. And that tomato jam was really good. I mean, it really like it without that tomato jam, it still would have worked, I think. But
Yeah,
it was tasty. Yeah.
I was thinking that you were gonna say it was like shrimp mixed into the like boiled shrimp or something mixed into the egg.
They might have done that, but there was
a piece of shrimp on top. A shrimp.
Yeah, like a little baby shrimp on the deviled egg. And to me, it's great because it's like that's like shrimp is an awesome protein, and then it's like then you got the egg, and it's like fuck yeah, even if it's bad, I'm not gonna feel like, even if it's disgusting, I'm gonna be like, well, all right, I can log. I feel good putting it in the
There's
log.
20% of my protein for the day.
Right? And sadly, no. Fucking protein's a real pain in the ass, especially like on a work trip to like get
Yeah.
enough
Beef
It's
jerky.
fucking crazy. Yeah.
Chicken.
Does McDonald's serve cottage cheese?
They probably did in the 80s. They served everything in the 80s.
The McCottic cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese. It's hard to say. McCottic.
The cold side stays cold for your cottage cheese, and the hot side.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I didn't really do anything fun in Cincinnati. Just worked. And then played a little Final Fantasy when I got back. Cleared EX2, which was nice. It feels like it was on a lark because we only cleared it once. And I'm really like, it's tough. It's tough on me because I'm like newer to the game and this like content than a lot of the people I'm with. And I was main tanking and it's just like, fuck, man. Like, it's good because I learn every time I do it, I learn important stuff where it's like, oh, that's good to know. And then it's also embarrassing because it's like, I feel like I should have known that. But nope. Just stuff where it's like, why did I die? Did you mitigate? I mean, I used this ability. That's not mitigation. Oh, cool. I've been doing that wrong.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know.
Sweet.
I know. I was trying something
Nope.
new.
No. I don't want to play it off even. So I don't know. We got one clear. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Hell yeah.
And then today, watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Should have watched The Rocketeer, but I wanted to watch Holy Grail for like the 26th time, so
I don't blame you.
did that.
That reminds me, speaking of something else I meant to mention, if for folks that like Terry Gilliam, Monty Python, those kinds of movies, if you ever see Time Bandits,
That's a Terry Gilliam film.
yeah, have you ever seen it?
I haven't.
It's a good movie. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid. It's one of the first movies I got to go see at the theater with friends, but my parents weren't there. Like I went with friends whose parents took us and dropped us off. We were like 6, but this was the
It was a different
Late
time.
70s were a wild time.
yeah.
That's not too far off from
I think
when
that
I was
was
a
right.
kid,
I
honestly.
can't remember what year that came out. I might have been 7, but it was still very young. And I can't remember if the parents that took us were there or if they just put us in that theater and they went and saw something they wanted to see. But it's a great movie, and it's a little dated, but it's one of my all-time favorite movies because of how young I was when I saw it, and it was very visual. It got in my head. It really made me kind of a fan of Terry Gilliam movies because of that experience, such a young age. And the movie, the Time Bandits movie, is almost a kid's movie. I mean, it's not. It's very funny, very lighthearted, and it's about time travel and stuff, but it's not terribly difficult to follow. And it follows this gang of thieves that are actually in Time Bandits. In the movie, they're little people, and they were.
I've seen the very beginning of the movie.
And they fall into this kid's bedroom, and they've got this map that they've stolen from the Supreme Being, and they're running from the Supreme Being, who frequently appears as this big giant floating head coming through the tunnel that they can't, like a wardrobe will open up, and that's the next tunnel, and the Supreme Being will be flying at him, return the map that you stole from me. You know, it was just really great visual stuff, and it was a lot of fun. Well, the reason I bring it up is because Apple TV Plus has taken this and turned it into a show. So there's a new show on Apple TV Plus. It's just called Time Bandits, and it doesn't follow the Time Bandits aren't little people, but they're regular sized people. But Lisa Kudrow is the leader of the Bandits.
Okay.
And Taika Waititi is the director of the series.
Okay.
And he's also in it.
Sounds pretty fucking good then.
He is the Supreme Being, as a matter of fact. So it is a pretty good show. It's kids. It's safe for kids. It's not violent. No language. It's the kid that plays the Kevin, the main kid in the movie, is great in the role. Super cute, super funny, good timing. The whole thing is really neat, and I would recommend that anyone that is interested in this watch the original movie, but you don't have to. But it's a nice nod to the original, and Terry Gilliam is loosely involved in it, I think. So it stays pretty true to the theme of the original movie. It's underway right now. I think it's still got 2 or 3 episodes left this season. But I meant to mention that earlier. I'd forgotten to write it down, so I'm glad you mentioned Monty Python because it put that back in my head. And I'd like for anyone who's seen it to hit me up, talk about it on the Discord, bit.ly/TADPOG Discord if you want to talk.
Yeah, that movie's been on my list for a long time, like an embarrassingly long time.
Good movie.
Yeah, I didn't get really into Terry Gilliam until 12 Monkeys.
Yep.
And then when I saw 12 Monkeys, like I didn't know, when I saw that movie, I didn't know that Terry Gilliam was from Monty Python.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
Like hadn't made that connection. And then it was like, a couple years later, it's like, oh, wow, that's neat.
Yeah. John Cleese and Michael Palin and one of the other guys is in the Time Bandits movie as well.
Cool. How about you, Tyler?
Okay. All right. I'm gonna reopen that ticket for the airing of grievances.
Well, please.
Okay.
I've got.
Oh, it closed
So
immediately.
it ties into Cincinnati. That's like, so. All right. I'll start at the beginning. So whenever contract services on a hospital, whenever contracts go out to bid for various companies, and they say, "Hey, we'll save you this amount of money," usually they sweeten the pot to try and get the contract by saying, "We'll establish a capital fund with X amount of money that we'll spend on upgrading and upgrading equipment in your hospital." Okay, cool. That hadn't happened in like 2 contract cycles at my hospital, so my equipment was fucking busted. So my company now had this fund, and then they sent out an email, "Fund's open, make your order. Better be quick, it'll all run out." So I bought a bunch of equipment. One big piece of equipment, they sent me the wrong one, and I didn't double check, and I should have double checked, but I was left with a piece of equipment that was very expensive, that was too big for my space.
Oh, no.
And it's been sitting in the hall at the hospital, while we try to figure out what to do with it. And my hospital bosses this week were like, "Yeah, it's got to get out of here." It's like, okay. So I told my company boss, "I got to get this out of here." So he's like, "I'm real fucking busy. You need to figure it out. You can take it here, but here's the ball. It's your play." Okay. So I talked to the other hospital. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to rent a U-Haul. We're going to load it up. I'm just going to drive it up there to Cincinnati. I'm going to drop it off, and hopefully they'll rent me a hotel room. Once then I'll have a date night, and then I'll come back. Cool. That was my plan. Boss is like, "Okay, cool. Actually, how about you stay another night and go to a hospital even further away for another night and help them out, and then you can come back." Okay, cool. No problem. And then I make a reservation for a U-Haul. All the cargo vans are gone, unfortunately, but I have to rent the smallest size 1-bedroom U-Haul to haul this cold table, refrigerator drawer cold table. It's about $10,000 per piece of equipment, 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, 3 feet tall, 550 pounds. It's a beast. I make the reservation, get everything squared away. Like I rent a car up in Cincinnati so I can take a U-Haul up there, leave it, rent a car and come back. Cool. All good. Show up at U-Haul to get it and get the keys. And the guy's like, "Okay, see you tomorrow when you bring it back." I'm like, "Well, I don't know. That's not what I reserved. I mean, that's U-Haul's whole thing. Like you move and you leave it there." He's like, "No, every truck here always comes back the same day." It's like, "Not what I reserved and not what it said on your website." He's like, "Well, that one, I can't let you do that." "Okay, what can you let me do it for?" It's like, "Well, I've got a 26-foot truck you can take."
God damn it. I knew you were going to say that.
"Oh, that sucks." They're like, well, how much is that? And he, double what you were already paying. Man, that sucks, but it's still not my money. It's gonna suck driving a 26-foot truck back through Cincinnati. No, I have not.
I haven't. That's why I was curious.
I have, and I know what you went through, especially driving it through Cincinnati.
Well, see, that's the thing, and I still would have, even if I'd done that, I still would have maintained the same sensitive time schedule because I wanted to get up there before the hospital closed, so people would be there to help me unload it.
Right.
Sure.
But then, as soon as I say, okay, fine, he's like, well, actually, none of my trucks would make that long of a drive. They'll all break down, so I don't have anything for you.
God damn it.
You're a fucking asshole. Matt Bell at U-Haul in Paducah. You're a fucking asshole. So then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go over to the competition then. And he's like, okay, good luck. He already knowing something's going on. I go over there. They have one truck left. And it's a small one like I need. And I walk in, but they're complete opposite. Super nice people. Like, oh, you here for the truck? I was like, yes, I am. They're like, okay, reservation number. I was like, oh, that's not me then. Do you have anything for me? They call the other stores. They're like, no, I'm sorry. Everyone's moving their kids into the college dorms this weekend.
Yeah.
Everything everywhere is gone.
Oh, my God.
So it's like, fuck. What the hell am I going to do to get this table to Cincinnati? And then and beyond, what am I going to do? My dad's got a truck, and he's like, you could. My truck would probably hold it, but it's also got 300,000 miles on it. I'm like, shit. That's also going to suck to load 500-pound table into a 300,000-mile truck and try to drive to Cincinnati, then to Springfield, Ohio, and back.
Uh-huh.
So the Melissa's like, well, my dad does have something. So he has a 1-ton Ford F-200,000 fucking Hemi-Dually, whatever the fuck it is, like monster beast truck.
Yeah.
And he was kind enough, and he's like, yeah, you guys can take it if you want. It's like, okay, cool. So then, after figuring all that out, drive to Murray where he lives, swap cars. Melissa goes with me, so she drives it back. Because it's like, well, it's your dad's truck, so okay, you can drive it. And she's also like, this is a fucking stupid monster truck. Why do these exist? Why does my dad have this? It's like, I don't know, but I'm glad he does. So we drive that to Paducah. I tell the people at the hospital I'm coming. They think when I say
Sir,
1 ton.
Not again.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say when you went to the other rental place, the same Matt come out with like a fake mustache. Welcome to the Rider of Paducah.
We have nothing for
We
you.
have nothing for you.
So I get to the hospital. When I tell them I have a 1-ton truck, they think I have a flatbed. So when I get there and I'm in a pickup truck, then they're like, oh, I don't know what we're going to do. So we spend another hour logistically figuring out how to load this table into the pickup truck. Because if we lay the tailgate down, it's about halfway through the tailgate.
Right,
So
sure.
it can fit. So they have to like get all these guys to pick it up, move it, kind of put another pallet under it, get a forklift, and very carefully, because it's too long for the forklift, to try and like balance it. And we load it up successfully into the truck, strap it the fuck down with everything, and then take off. And it's a harrowing drive having that just. And I mean, it's strapped down very well, but just straps, because if it falls down, people are dead if it falls off this truck.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And, the tailgate's down. I'm also way off my fucking timetable. And, of course, then I lose an hour on top of it going to Louisville. So, like, where I was thinking, like, telling the other director, like, I'll be there at, like, 4. He's like, my facility leaves at, like, 5. Perfect. And it's like, hey, man, everything went to shit. I'll be there at 9 o'clock.
Oh my God.
He's like,
man.
oh shit. Well, okay, we'll figure something out. I could really use that table. Okay, great. So we get there at 9, thinking their receiving dock is the same as mine. At my hospital, they have like where a semi can back up, but the floor will raise and lower depending
Okay.
on where it is. So you can load it. I'm thinking, all right, it's still the same brand hospital. Maybe they'll have that. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's
This
just
is a 5-foot high dock.
yeah,
isn't
made
it?
for semis.
Yeah.
So we pulled the pickup, and it's a little too short, and we are able to get one maintenance guy. That's all they have in the hospital at this point.
I bet
And
he was jazzed.
because he walks up and he just stands at the dock and just looks down at it. What are you supposed to do with this? Just get it in the hospital.
Get it inside this building
So that all of
somehow.
us figure out how we're getting stuff under it to raise it up just enough that we all get behind it and are able to push it up into the dock, into the hospital. And then I pull out some rollers that I use for my bread that I just happened to grab and put it on wheels and wheel it down to his department. Like, okay, well, we get back in. It's like, all right, we still have to drive another hour out to the next hospital. So we drive out. That's why I'm in Cincinnati super late for like 30 minutes. But then we make it out to the next hospital, go right to bed, get up. This hospital, not as bad as I thought on other trips I've been sent to, but they were doing okay. I knew what to coach and made up a plan and everything. And then I got out of there earlier than expected, and then Melissa and I had a really good date night and came back the next day.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. But the original, fuck you all. fuck you all.
God.
Me haul. You haul.
Yeah, but then besides that, I was at Walmart and I saw a Fiesta pack of Yarritas. I guess that's how Jarritos soda. And it's fucking 4, 8, 12 bottles, 12 flavors. And I've only ever had 2 of these. So I thought, hey, let's bring back Soda Jerks.
Soda jerks. My first soda jerks.
And try all these. And I've only ever had the orange one and the pineapple one. And any place that I ever worked that had Mexican workers, they always had these back in a cooler just for them. And you knew you did a really good job that day if they handed you one. So I reckon I see these as status symbols of a job well done.
Okay.
So I don't know
So
how
we
you,
definitely don't deserve them then.
No.
is what
No,
you're
we're going
saying.
to drink them anyway, though.
so
Patreon.com/TADPOG.
We're just going to reach in and grab one
I
randomly.
figure we'll drive a random one. Yeah.
Do you have a bottle opener? Because these require one.
Do they?
I can open them. I got a makeshift.
Oh,
Keychain.
shit. You want me to reach in
Sure.
for the
Reach
first
in and
one?
draw one out.
This is another one of them Flash Gordon moments. I'm afraid something's going to lash out and cut me on the wrist, and I'm going to be begging for death.
It's a Grell.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Pop it open. Pop it open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, multi-tool, keychain.
If John were
John would
here,
be proud
he
of
would
me.
use his knife to open it.
Yeah,
I haven't figured that
manly.
trick out yet. He showed me how to do it several times, and I'm not very bright, so I think I poured too much. I'm gonna have it sugar high today.
All right.
smells
I've
good.
never had it.
Does smell good.
Yarritos.
Strawberry Doritos.
Yeah, very floral.
That's a tasty soda. I like the bubble content.
Yeah.
I
that's
don't
nice.
know what I would drink this with, though, if anything.
Nikki and I were talking about, because before Deadpool, there's a commercial for
refreshing.
Fanta, Nazi Coke. And,
We saw that too, and we both said Nazi Coke when the commercial came on.
and I mean, you gotta
Got a Fanta? Want a Fanta?
say Nazi Coke.
Yeah.
But it was one of those where it's like, Nikki said, you know what? I have a Fanta like once every 10 years, and that like does it. I'm good. And I'm like, yeah, what can you eat with an orange? I like orange soda. I like Crush. I like Diet Crush. But it's like, I feel like I can't eat anything with it. Ice cream? Vanilla ice cream.
That's about, yeah.
Popcorn would be all right with it, probably.
But I'd rather, I agree. It would be fine. But I'd rather have like cola.
Or a corn dog.
Okay. No, pizza's right out.
Pizza's right fucking out.
That ain't gonna happen.
But I think a corn dog would be good with orange soda.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
You want me to reach in and grab the next mystery flavor?
Sure. Could I have the lid? Can I? I wonder how well that would go back on.
Not.
Not well.
It's not terribly damaged. You can snap it on there. You lifted a 550-pound table. You can do that. I'll just go for the one right up here. Fruit punch.
Fruit punch. I like
Okay.
fruit punch.
Yeah, I
I'm a
didn't know
little
like
on the
any of
fence
these
about-
flavored.
I'm a
flavors
little on the
existed.
fence about fruit punch. I
Really?
don't always like it.
It was a good Kool-Aid flavor.
Yeah. That was like what? Tropical fruit punch?
Yeah. I had that a lot. Black cherry. That was probably the most common
I like black cherry.
flavor
Yeah.
in my house growing up. Alright. Fruited punch.
You boys like Hawaiian punch at all?
It's all right. I will drink it if it's ice cold. It's the only way for me to drink
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I used to love it. I haven't had it in a long
A
time.
little Hawaiian
it's
guy
a-
with the big
It's
fist.
Fruitopia-ish now for me. It's got that corn syrupy
Yeah.
sickness, but it's all right in hooch.
Okay.
Fruit punch time.
I like the strawberry better than that.
Yeah, me too.
That feels like there's so much going on, not much is going on.
I don't know if it's like the carbonation doesn't really work with the fruit punch. It's almost like it's almost like I don't want that to be carbonated.
Yeah.
It's unusual to
Yeah,
taste
you're right. I've
carbonated,
never had carbonated fruit
punch.
punch. You are correct.
That's what it is.
It adds like I don't know what the taste is. It's not bitterness, but it adds like a flavor element
Yeah.
to it that I don't really like.
Classic.
Pineapple.
Pineapple, I've had this.
I haven't had this one, and I'm excited
I
because
love
I
this.
love pineapple.
It is fucking
stuff.
good. I wish they had a diet version. I would drink it all the time.
Boss Burrito has pineapple
Yes,
and
they do.
orange at their shop. I'm gonna have to pee a lot tonight. Drink.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Piss monster.
Pissmonsters.com. Not gonna register.
Nope. All done with that.
Yep. Get Patreon of $1,000. We'll get pissmonsters.com. Actually, I don't know if it's available. It's probably not. That's super a porn site. More so than pisstasters.com.
Yeah, and we
Or
wouldn't be able to
Monsters
look
of
at it in
Piss, would that
Kentucky.
be?
Monsters of Piss.
We wouldn't be able to look at it in Kentucky anyway.
Yeah. I guess I gotta get a VPN.
Safari is secure by default if you turn on private relay.
Okay.
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
Yeah, it's the smell of that one too, man.
That's a tasty beverage.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's good.
Man, they carbonate this just the right amount. Mm-hmm. I like the amount of bubbles. Had to do a rinse. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be mixing shit up now. Come on now. I'm gonna go for this one.
Okay.
Oh, got hung up. Guava.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's pink.
He's a pink.
What is guava?
I don't know. I've never had it.
Is it like cactus related? What is it? Is it a fruit?
It
What guava?
is a fruit.
Okay.
I've never really cooked with it, but I know it. It's definitely a Mexican to South American fruit.
Okay. It smells good.
I had Taco John's for dinner, so this is perfect.
You had a whole lot of Mexican going on.
It's Mexilicious. It really is.
What'd you get?
My usual bean burrito, no onions, extra cheese, and a beef soft taco.
You get the bean. The bean burrito is like, because I didn't realize that's what you got at Taco John's as well.
It's my standard
thing.
Mexican dish. I get
Bean
it
burrito.
everywhere, every Mexican place I go to. I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
And a bean burrito is a fine, delicious meal.
Smell is kind of,
I don't smell it.
it's like a little grapefruitish
Oh, there it is.
in that
It
it's
is.
in that it's subtle.
Yeah.
All right. Guava.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm okay with it. It does taste like grapefruit. It's got a weird aftertaste, though.
Yeah. That's fine. I wouldn't I mean, if I got this in a bottle, I would drink it, but I'd be thinking about pineapple.
Okay. Next up, far inside corner. This one's not going to surprise me by getting stuck. Tamarind.
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 I said it like I was telling someone at a spelling bee to spell it.
See, I was thinking of password. The password is
The password
Tamarind.
Tamarind.
So tamarind, I believe, looks like a giant brown pea pod.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I've never had it either.
Man, this looks like...
It looks like dirty water.
It does. It looks like, well, I crunched up some leaves in the fall.
Let them age. Let them age and carbonated it over the course of 6 months.
Oh, I poured too much tamarind.
That's a fun sentence you never said.
Tamarind? You mean that's Ninja from the Secret Village?
Give me that cap, would you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now I got to smell this first.
It smells like dirty water.
It does. Smells like dishwater.
Yeah, that's...
Dishwater.
Oh, it smells like tea. It smells like tea.
Yep.
Okay. Tamarind.
Tamarind. Cheers.
It's like a raspberry tea.
Yeah.
Is what a carbonated
That is a
raspberry
good
tea.
way to put it, yeah.
It's not bad.
With a slight sour ting on the end.
It tastes way better than it smells and
It
looks.
smells just like tea to me. Ugh, I don't know if I like that aftertaste though. That's a lot.
It's tangy.
I like that. That's good.
It's not bad.
It's another one where it's like, I don't know what I would eat with it.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely don't know about that.
Corn dog.
So
Just dip it in.
we need a Doritos sommelier to help recommend it.
Oh, man. Is that a thing? I love that. Come to our...
I want that job. I want it.
Come to our pairing party.
Hey, Casey, I got a good dinner pairing for you guys to do.
All right, but it's also a murder mystery.
All right. Right down the middle. This is mango.
Mango.
Golden hue of mango.
All right, before we're done, I want to mix the mango and the pineapple.
It's not. You can't do that unless you're actually in Mexico.
Oh,
Sorry.
do you guys want to do? You guys want to do a graveyard?
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I'm having
Brilliant.
trouble.
Brilliant.
I'm having
do it.
trouble
What is
getting
Spanish
through
for
all of this.
cemetery? Because that's
Cemetery.
Probably. Let me look that up.
All right, the soda's kicking in. I'm in a good mood. This is great.
Cementerio.
Oh man, it's gonna be gross. Just all these flavors mixed together. It's gonna be real bad.
what? Tamarind, guava, strawberry.
Hang on.
Cementerio.
Cementerio.
Cementerio. Gotta make a cementerio.
I don't think I'm going to participate in the graveyard. I'm
Okay.
already having trouble. with
You
all
got
of
the
this.
shakes.
Shouldn't have had that candy bar before I came here. I'm not kidding. I had a candy bar
Hey,
before I came
we got
here.
we got that variety pack of that Choco
I don't
Love.
like
What
this
was it,
smell.
Choco? That you brought. You remember when you brought?
Oh, all those
Oh,
bars.
yeah.
I had to look at Tyler like, am I fucking crazy?
Well, Choco Lonely.
Choco Lonely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that
told
smells
him-
like something else.
It smells like
What
peach
is that?
or
It does smell
apricot.
like peach.
Yeah, it smells like dried apricot candy.
Yeah.
And what is this?
Mango.
Mango.
This isn't.
It's Chris Kattan.
Yeah.
All right, mango.
Oh, I don't like that one at all. It's peach.
It does taste very peachy.
It does taste peachy.
I mean, I can see how it's supposed to be mango, but
But it's going to taste really good if we mix up pineapple. Not with the tamarind.
it's gonna. It's going to taste good mixed with all the other flavors when you do y'all's.
Cementerio.
That's getting picked up on the mic. Or it's going to be weird, like, because
It's all weird.
the truncated silence is going to cut it. Boy, I've had a lot of sugar, guys.
Yeah, I'm not used
My
to having this
A1C's
much.
back in trouble again.
Okay. I don't even know. What's this one? This bottle looks darker than the others. It is because it is. It's in a green bottle, which none of the others are green, and it's grapefruit.
Ooh.
Now, I do like a grapefruit soda. I love a Fresca. So we'll see how in comparison.
Yeah. I don't like a grapefruit or a grapefruit
I feel
soda.
like grapefruit soda probably going to taste pretty much the same, all varieties. Oh, but this is in a green bottle for some reason. Does
That's
that
actually
mean-
a Heineken.
It's a Heineken. Does that mean it's like that grapefruit is sensitive to sunlight, like milk?
Grapefruit is
beer.
fucking weird as far as all fruit juices go. It fucking interacts with medications, cancels them out, makes them worse, makes them weird. Like, there's a ton of medications specifically you cannot have with grapefruit juice.
Like at the same time? Because
Yep.
I'm on several
Yeah.
medications. I mean,
Well,
I'm not kidding. I'm on several medications.
I doubt there's hardly any grapefruit juice in this to worry about,
True.
though.
Fair enough. And I'm not going to drink much because I don't like grapefruit.
Me neither.
Okay. Here
All
we
right.
go.
Smell it on the nose.
Good God.
Smells like nothing.
soap.
Clean. Yeah, like a cleaning agent. All right.
Yeah,
grapefruit.
Let's do grapefruit. Hurry.
Oh, I'll fuck with that.
That's not bad.
That's really not bad.
It smells
It's like
worse.
a Sprite.
Yeah.
It does. It tastes like a too much lemon Sprite.
Yeah.
Lemon lime.
Liz Lemon Lime. It's yeah,
Liz Lemonion lime.
frog.
No, I'm very happy with that.
These inside jokes brought to you by Doritos Fiesta Pack, available at your local Walmart.
Hey, these are inside jokes, but it is possible for a listener to have pieced all that together.
It is, and
All
if-
that
and if
information's
you-
out there.
And his name is Dane.
right?
If you didn't get that joke, you should subscribe to our Patreon for $1 a month. Get you access to the Scott Pilgrim
Dane,
episodes.
Phil, Adam. There you go. Thank you.
Oh, I'm getting sick to my stomach from all this soda. This one's yellow.
Lemon,
Passion fruit.
passion fruit.
Okay.
Open, please. Open, please.
Open, please. You got it, honey. Come on.
Only 4 more.
Got it.
After only 5 more to the end.
Hey, that was a clean one. That's a clean
5
open
more.
right there.
Hell
Look
yeah.
at that.
Nice. That is.
That cap's worth 2 caps.
You can buy some junk and Fallout with that.
Yep.
When you said there was 12 bottles of soda, I mean, I don't know why it didn't register with me that this is a lot of soda.
But really, the
But
amount
I'm
we're
only
putting in-
drinking
You
like
probably have drinking
like
one
one
whole
bottle.
one. Yeah.
one half a soda. I'm just going beep. Ooh, that's strong. That's a smell.
Yeah.
It smells like the other one a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Are these all the same fruit?
But almost,
All right.
for some reason, I want to say it smells dusty.
Ready, passion fruit, go.
Oh, sorry, I drank it early. I don't like that at all. Actually, I hate that.
I hate this.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
That's a weird.
That's the worst one yet.
That's weird.
Just
Yeah.
made a Star
It's
Trek
not
joke for
sweet.
you Star Trek fans. I'm
Oh.
sure you caught it.
I mean, passion fruit does look like yellow snot and boogers.
That's weird, dude. It's not
Anyway.
sweet at all. Like, I don't know.
That was gross. That one was not good.
Did we get a bad? Is that like a bad one?
Did they make it with bad passion fruit?
The passion is gone.
I didn't even know how passion
Your
comes
twat
into
smells like a baby's coffin. Passion fruit Doritos.
Oh, I'm never going to forget that. As much as I'd like to. That was gross. This is the worst one so
That was
far.
yeah. So far, I feel
They've
like
been
they've
okay.
all been okay
they've been
and
good,
above.
Yes, okay and above.
That one I would
That
never.
That was
I would never buy. I'd be sad if I bought that.
one star. Wisdom Sage says don't bother. Mandarin, this will be good.
Mandarin. Yeah.
I feel like we've already had a grave A
Cementerio.
because it's all coming in so quickly.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
I need a soundboard. I really do.
Yeah.
Cementerio.
Oh, it's that tamarind.
Some of that passion fruit came back. Ugh.
Now I know this is a really good one. We got that cap.
Yeah. It smells good.
It does
Do you
smell
mind
good.
passing along that cap, sir?
I've been holding that out
Cappy.
for like 45 seconds. I was too busy belching out passion fruit.
This is good.
And
This is gonna be
thinking
good
about
You're in that.
Cementerio.
You got the soda fury. I get it.
Smells good.
the soda and the fury.
Mandarin.
Go.
Yes,
Still
sir.
not the best one so far.
It's
It's
different
good.
from a normal orange
It
soda.
is. I
It's
like it.
different in that Mandarin and the way that Mandarin orange is different than a regular orange.
They put all his rings in the bottle too. It's a Marvel joke. Not a good one.
All 10. All 10. Okay. Goodness.
They should get Ben Kingsley to sell that.
We have not pulled the one that I know Dave wants, and not pulled the one that I want to try.
Mandarin. The Mandarin Dorito. I can't even do the voice. I can't even get close, and I have a pretty deep voice. All right, this one, I'm looking forward to Cola.
I'm also looking forward to Mexican cola.
They have
Mexican
cola?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Cola!
Hey!
I wasn't even looking.
Man. All right. I didn't know this was in there.
I had no idea this was the flavor until
Oh,
I saw it in
dude.
the box.
Fuck yeah. Oh, that was carbonated. You hear that? Oh.
That's going to really round out your...
Oh, yeah.
Cementerio.
Yeah. This Cementerio is going to rip. I cheated. I smelled first.
See, and I've always heard like just Mexican Coke is always better anyway.
Because they use sugar and not corn syrup.
If you'd be so kind, good sir.
That's Mextastic. Ready for cola? Are you ready for this cola?
All right. Mexican cola.
Do it. Oh, I don't like that at all.
It tastes a little bit like RC.
A little bit like RC. It
Only
tastes more
not
like
as
RC
good.
than like a Coke or a Pepsi.
That was disappointing.
It's very sweet.
Oh man, Mexican cola, how have you forsaken me? Oh well.
It's really like, I feel like Coca-Cola is like, it's kind of its own thing. Like, I don't feel like they're really trying to make that taste like cola. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This to me feels like the Warritos feels like they want a drink that tastes like cola. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like they made a syrup made out of real cola nuts and then added the seltzer water to it.
right, yeah.
This is
That's what it
probably
tastes
what
like.
cola tasted like when it was invented, and then it's been tweaked.
This
by
is like
the-
what a phosphate would have been like.
Yeah,
It's okay. I'm a little disappointed.
I am too.
But,
is
I
there a root beer in here?
Oh,
Damn,
fuck.
That would be
good.
cool.
That would hit the spot right about now.
I've been a sarsaparilla.
Watermelon. I'm kind of excited.
I remember that's
Watermelon.
what you said you were excited about.
Hell yeah.
It's got to be better than cola was. Definitely.
Could you hand me that water bottle? I'm gonna take. I anticipate watermelon to be pretty subtle, so I'm gonna do a rinse.
I think I've
I
rinsed
hope it's
after
not.
every time.
I hope it's not subtle. I hope it's
loud.
yeah, flavorful.
Okay. I smell first. Ooh, it smells like a Jolly Rancher.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm excited for this one now. Come on. Come on now. Uncle Baby Billy says, give me something good. I'm shitting gold right here on the floor, and you can't even see it.
Go on, nerd. Oh, it does. That's the strongest smelling one.
Oh, yeah.
Boy,
It really is.
hit me.
All right, watermelon.
Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Oh, fuck yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, I was just making
That's
something
real
very
good.
subtle. That's good. That's got a good flavor and a strong scent.
It is a Jolly Rancher in soda form.
Yeah, that's great.
God, it's so sweet, though. Good Lord. I got cavities on my cavities.
Yo, dog.
We heard you like cavities.
So we put cavities on your cavities so you can cavity while you cavity.
Cementerio.
Yeah, it is time for the cementerio.
Now then we got
Not
one
yet,
more.
we got one
Oh,
more.
we got one more.
I think it is the lime.
I just
The last
wanted to
one's
hit the
left.
button again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Lime. I bet this tastes like Sprite 2. What do you want to bet?
Like Sprite, the sequel to Sprite, Sprite 2,
Sprite
or Sprite as well.
2 Electric Boogaloo, yes.
Ooh, yeah, Sprite 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Speaking of, did you know that they did breakdancing at the Olympics this year?
Oh, yeah.
That's been Melissa's favorite TikTok.
They were talking about the one with the squeaky shoes.
The Australian woman who
Yeah.
fucking shat the bed legendarily.
So I literally, when I saw that, thought that it was Rachel Dratch doing a bit, and then 2 seconds in, I'm like, oh, that's not her. That's like,
So much of that was like I was watching, and like I grew up in the 80s, and most of that was not breakdancing.
Because I saw someone put the audio of her dancing to that one 90s. This is hip hop, and you take a step and a step.
oh right,
and you
yeah.
bob.
Has anyone done? Say some homies dissing your fly.
All right, final flavor, lime.
Here we go.
The scent test. Strong.
This smells like lime Kool-Aid to me.
Oh, it tastes like cleaner. It tastes like cleanser.
It didn't to me until you put that thought in my head
Sorry.
as I was drinking it.
I like
and I was
it,
like,
though.
yeah, you're right.
It's got a little sour, which is nice, but it's got that lemon pledge taste.
Yeah, I like it.
That'll get you drunk.
Are you guys gonna do a?
Dave, you'd have to pass me your drink, and I will pour us up a.
Yeah.
Thank you for the soda.
I'm like already
welcome.
way over my soda budget. So if you could just put a little, just a splash.
Just a splash in every splash of each one.
You want to put Sour Patch Kids in it? I got some right over here.
This isn't a child cementerio.
I get some tequila, make it an adult cemetery.
Apparently,
Put a little dog pee in there. Have a pet cementerio.
Wall spit. If I said pull a shake, we all spit in it just a little bit.
Gummy berry juice.
I like having eye problems
Oh man, I'm going to call
from
in
the
sick tomorrow.
from the sugar.
I got Doritos belly, you guys. I gotta call it.
Oh, the diabetes.
Oh shit.
My diabetes is flaring up.
Is my skin supposed to be tingling? That's weird.
Y'all can feel your left arm, right? That was the sound of one part of the.
Cementerio.
Oh man, I have to belch. So when I was in Cincinnati, I didn't share this earlier, but since we're mixing some drinks, got some time to kill. I Saturday night, man, I was feeling gassy. I was like, shit, man, this is no good. I went and I got it was a Pepsi hotel. I don't know. I don't like it when hotels are like, we have a contract with Pepsi, and that means we can't sell Cokes, and like our restaurants can't do it or anything. I hate
Yeah.
it.
I'm the only hospital in my system that can.
I got a Pepsi Zero, which I like Pepsi Zero. It's okay. And man, I fucking drank that thing so fast. And then I belched like 6 times loudly in the room.
That sounds wonderful.
It was, I mean, it fucking did the trick because I feel like it not only got rid of the gas that I just put into my body, but the existing gas that was there. I mean, it was just like, it was good.
It's the whole point of that, of Alka-Seltzer and stuff.
I thought my neighbors were going to contact the front desk and complain, though, because they were so loud that it was like, you know, like you hear like ringing from the corners.
The curtains vibrate just a little. You hear like a buzz come from the windows.
Did a train just go by? See you later, alligator.
Jurassic Park T-Rex
crocodile.
stops.
Don't forget to write. Our mixologist, Tyler, has completed the...
Like a plague doctor, alchemist over here. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
This
Have you
is the
smelled it yet?
biggest cementerio I've ever had of 12 different sodas.
Yeah.
6 was it, like max before.
Yeah, because
This
they
is what
never
you
had
do
a
when
big
you-
enough soda fountain.
So here we
At the
go.
ballpark.
What's the?
It's kind of, to me, it smells like a fruit roll-up. It kind of smells
It
good.
does, man.
It kind of smells good. Do you want to smell it? You
I would like to smell.
do it like in chemistry class where you
Quaff
waft
it your way.
You know, it's the mango. It's all I can smell
Really?
is the mango.
The mango?
It's real powerful. All right.
This might be good.
Here y'all go with
right.
your...
Cementerio.
Cheers.
Cementerio.
That's pretty good. I like
It's
it.
weird. It's like a rainbow. Like I can taste.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, good. Because usually
It's
those...
not a homogenized flavor. It's a rainbow of flavors.
It
Like
really
you get
is.
one after the other.
Huh.
Do you want to try it?
No, I don't.
I can pour a little on backwash.
No, I'm okay. Really, I've
I'm gonna finish.
No,
this.
I did really backwash. Do you want to try?
I mean, yes, you did backwash, then yes.
I had cheeseburgers.
I didn't realize that Melissa and her cousin still talk about this. I did not mean to shame her so hard, but Pretty Gatsby. In middle school, I remember we were all sitting around the commons area during our break, and she had like Fruitopia, and I saw her take a drink of it, and whenever she pulled it back down, she backwashed. I mean, severely.
Oh my God.
I mean, I saw clear coming in. I saw like pieces of cookie come back out. And without even thinking, I just went like, God damn. Like all of your food came back into that fucking Fruitopia. Oh, Melissa told me, like, you have no idea the damage you did to her in that moment.
Good for you, Tyler, for pointing that out. Because maybe she stopped doing that at that point. That's not good. That's terribly unhealthy. Ugh. Especially with Fruitopia, of all things. It's bad enough that it's Fruitopia.
I'm about to say, when Fruitopia's in the equation, all bets are off. Man.
Yeah.
You fucking put heroin in there.
This was fucking S-class idea, Dave. I'm glad you did it.
It's Cementerio.
I think the best one is the Cementerio.
It's pretty good. I like it.
It's like the Mr. Burns of sodas. It's a cancel. Everything cancels each other out. Excellent.
I bring you love.
I bring you love. And
Cementerio.
That was way too much soda.
it really was, and
Way
it
too
wasn't
much.
even half a can of soda. I didn't pour. I like poured a drop, like just a beep of soda every time. There's no way that was more than half a can.
I think, okay, so if, I don't know how much you were pouring in yours, but I mean, if you think it's 1 ounce per and there's 12, that's 12 ounces.
Okay, so it might have been a can. I don't know if I was pouring an ounce. Some of them was more than others.
I thought about bringing a shot glass.
Like
so I could,
just to swallow.
Just to measure more accurately.
yeah, so I could actually log it out. But I'm going to say that was probably, we'll say 16.
If it was a can, it was a can. But I'm telling you, it feels like a lot.
I mean, this whole bottle is 12.5 and 140 calories. So I would say one full one of these.
Yeah. Cool. This is a great
that
idea.
was a
Thank you,
great
Tyler.
idea. Fun soda jerks.
Thank you. So jerks. Now I got some blind drafts for you guys.
I'm feeling like I might I might be blind after drinking that much soda.
Me
so
too.
this is appropriate.
Have I told you about the what is now Paducah Axe, but used to be JP's in town? Had a wonderful old man dishwasher. Wonderful. Love this little old man to death. And I say that without any irony. That he did have diabetes, like severely, but he would cheat all the time, and he couldn't hide when he cheated because he would sneak cheesecake. And if he snuck too much, he'd go blind for a few days and would have to call off of work. So we know he didn't go up. It's like, oh, he ate too much cheese. He snuck too much cheesecake off the plates.
There's one thing I hate.
I was joking. I didn't realize that that is an actual side effect
There's one thing I hate is cheesecake blindness.
versus the world.
God damn you, Cheesecake Factory. All right.
Let's do a couple. Let's get through a couple of these, and then we're gonna cut all these.
Well, I've got
listeners
five.
loose.
I've got 5 10-spot blind drafts. So I'll give you guys the choices, and you tell me what you want to do. Because I imagine we don't have quite enough time to do all of them.
No, I don't think we would.
Maybe let's do 2 of them. Save the rest.
I'd say 2 is fine. Save the rest.
So what I have: life milestones, fast food restaurants, Kentucky stuff, bands, and musicians you could take in a fight.
I think fast food is definitely
I'm good with that. That sounds like a strong
a
contender.
good one that goes right along with soda jerks and maybe Kentucky stuff.
Yeah. I'm good with
Fast
that.
food and Kentucky stuff, Bob.
All right. Fast food restaurants. Let me pull up. It's a screenshot I took. Okay. Fast food restaurants in order of preference. What you think is the best. 1 being best, 10 being the worst. Number 1, Arby's. Arby's.
I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. I like Arby's.
People
I
give Arby's a
fucking
lot of
love
shit,
Arby's,
but I
too.
fucking love it.
I didn't used to. And then I think it was Tyler who's like, yeah, actually Arby's is pretty good. And so I went to Arby's.
You gotta have that horsey sauce though.
Oh, yeah, the horsey sauce
That's
is great.
I don't like it if I don't have horsey sauce.
Horsey
It
and,
is disappointing if you don't
and
get it.
Arby sauce mixed together is my jam.
I'm going to go, man, I kind of want to put that as a baseline 5. But honestly, like, I can stay on diet and go to Arby's.
I'm like a 3
And
on
that's like a big
Arby's.
deal. So
I'm
I,
like at a 3.
I'll put it at a 4.
I'm gonna go 3.
Not many fast food restaurants you can get jalapeno poppers at.
That's true. I don't really love their jalapeno poppers, but that is true.
And they have crinkle fries now.
Does Sonic have? I think Sonic has jalapeno poppers.
I think so.
do
Their
they?
crinkle fries are good.
They really are. They brought back potato cakes for a short time because apparently some people got mad. but
I liked them.
I did too. I always got a potato cake.
I didn't know they were back.
I think it was a limited time thing. It's probably come and gone by now.
Oh, it's still there. I went there yesterday.
Yeah?
They still had them.
Nice.
So let's think of them today. They still got them. Why'd you guys place Arby's?
3 for me.
3?
4.
4? Strong contender from Arby's. Wendy's.
Man, Wendy's used to be a
Wendy's.
top 3 for me, but now it has rapidly dropped
I have not been to Wendy's in a long fucking time.
because it is expensive.
Yep.
And I feel like the food quality is worse than it used to be.
Yep.
Their doubles and triples are still really good, but they're not as thick as they used to be. You're not wrong. I think it's like quantity wise for me more than quality. I think the doubles still taste really good, but there's just not as much. Like you used to have, those burgers used to have some thickness, and now they just kind
Wendy's
of.
on Ozempic now.
Yeah, they are.
She's losing it.
I'm gonna put. I do like Wendy's, although the cost is a lot. I'm gonna put Wendy's at a 6.
It's a 7 for me.
McDonald's.
McDonald's, that's a top 3 for me. I don't eat it a lot. I used to.
Me too.
It's
It was my favorite one as a kid.
I still
And
like it, and It's if you go through the app, it's still the cheapest.
It's still reasonably
believe
priced. I don't know what else is on the list, and I don't like to give up my number one. But I'm all around McDonald's is going to have to be my number one because I could eat just about anything they have on the menu.
Yeah.
And you're right. It can be affordable. Or not, depending on how you want to.
If you're my kids ordering, make it I just want all the a la carte shit that is in no way a combo on anything. Give me that.
Can you make me an Arch Deluxe? I know it's not on the menu, but I feel like you have all the things.
You have all of it.
I want that. Can you make me a McKinley Mac? God damn it. No, we don't do that. There's no secret menu. Stop with that.
I didn't get one of those. They're pretty fucking good.
What is a McKinley Mac?
It is a Big Mac with quarter pounder patties.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
okay.
John and I used to order, I called it a Super Mac. And I would just get a double quarter pounder with Mac sauce.
Okay.
And
That's probably the cheaper way to do it.
And it is because they'll just put Mac sauce on it and you get the same effect. Mac sauce and shredded lettuce.
Okay.
And it's essentially that, but it doesn't have that bun in the middle.
Right,
Which is
sure.
It doesn't have the
a
extra
good
200
thing.
calories of nonsense bread.
Yeah. Nonsense bread. Yeah.
That's a good versus the world. Yeah, McDonald's number one for me.
2 for me.
Chipotle.
That's a 10.
Chipotle.
I'm never eaten there. I'm gonna say, no, I've never eaten there, so it's a 10.
I've eaten there twice. I was disappointed twice because both times I was like, man, local restaurants do this concept 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
And both times I got a burrito that was like, this thing is fucking tasteless. Like this, a burrito should not taste like this. This is
Compared
like
to Burrito Shack. Or
yeah,
Boss
it's like
around
the
here.
Panera of burritos. It's not. No, that's a 10.
That is a
Pass.
bad thing. 10 for both of us.
There we go. Popeyes.
Popeyes is pretty
I
good,
do like some Popeyes.
but I don't go there a lot, and it's not because I don't like it. It's because I'm not always in the mood for it. Popeyes is a solid 5 for me. Popeyes is a 5.
That's a 3. That's a 3.
Their sandwich, man, that fucking chicken sandwich.
I like their sandwich.
good as hell.
They have blackened tenders, which are really good. I can stay on diet with blackened tenders.
Blackened tenders, man.
But they also want to charge you like $30 per tender. That's that. I mean,
Right.
it's fucking crazy.
We know what we've got. Come on.
Yeah, because it's like, but for real, it's like they could be like, where else you gonna get grilled chicken, dog? KFC doesn't do it
Chick-fil-A's
anymore.
on Sunday, man. You can't have it.
Right? Yeah. And honestly, Chick-fil-A's grilled chicken,
It's
Not
not,
as
good.
good.
it's not. It's I don't think it's good at
It's a little
all.
Not
papery to
good.
me.
And I don't
like
know what like
It's
it's good.
they put too much of whatever flavoring they use.
whatever that fucking sauce is.
Yeah.
Like it's water. I guess they call it a marinade. It's not a marinade. It's like flavored water
Yeah.
or whatever.
it. It's like the chicken water they just add a little bit of soy sauce to.
Yeah.
And then you throw it back
Yeah.
in there.
And I don't like they don't do it for breakfast. Like breakfast, like you can get an egg white sandwich with chicken on it, and it doesn't it's grilled chicken and it doesn't have that fucking chicken water on it. And that's good.
You know, a place does have a great grilled tender, fucking phenomenal grilled tender.
Where?
Cracker Barrel.
Oh, no shit.
Cracker Barrel has, man, those are some top shelf. fucking grilled
Okay, I
tenders
didn't
at
know they
Cracker
did
Barrel.
those.
Yep.
All right, that's good to know.
All of the girls in my family, we go there, they're getting grilled tenders.
Okay.
Yep. And they're fucking picky. And they love the
Okay.
grilled
Okay,
tenders.
I recommend.
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen's good.
I like in Blizzard's boy.
And their food is tasty. And they have pretzel bites.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a good
Pretzel
they've got a
bites, the
good menu.
flamethrower burger's pretty good.
Flamethrower
cheese
burger is very
curds.
good.
Tanya lives on their cheese curds.
Yeah, I've had I'm not a big cheese curds guy, but yeah, I've had them. They're good.
Number 2 for me. I eat there enough to say that it's got to be at a number 2.
The highest spot I have available is 1, which I'm saving. So I got to put it in 5.
Next,
Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's an 8.
that's a 9 for me. Never been a big Taco Bell fan.
If I'm going to a taco place, I'm going to John's
Me
over
too.
Bell.
Me too.
If they could get their shit together on that app,
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that would be. I mean, it would bump way up. But
It's cheap too, and I
It's
mean
cheap.
that's one thing it's definitely got going for it. But
you can't. It's like McDonald's in that you can eat cheap there. You can also pay a shitload of money at Taco Bell. But if you work the menu where it's like, yeah, I'll have the cheese. I'll have the cheese wrap, and if you could add chicken for 50 cents, like you can definitely you can do that. But yeah, their app is what's heartbreaking is their app is really good, but it's just like the execution at the restaurant.
well, I hope everybody enjoys. You're just gonna have to get used to it because we all know that Taco Bell is the only restaurant to survive the franchise war.
Yep.
I thought it was Pizza Hut.
In Europe, it was Pizza Hut.
Oh, that explains
I
it.
forgot about that.
From Europe.
Chick-fil-A.
That's number one for me. I don't agree with their politics, but man, I can eat Chick-fil-A and still hit all of my nutrition goals.
Chick-fil-A will be a solid number 4 for me. Right above Popeyes.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it belongs. I do very much like it. I love their little nuggets, their little chicken nuggets, little bites, whatever they call them, with a little bit of that Polynesian sauce. That's my favorite sauce. And I don't have a diet or nutrition goals, so I just get mac and cheese instead of potatoes. Because their mac and cheese is awesome, and they put like a crust on top of it. Like
Henry really likes their chicken soup. It's a thing I didn't even know they had until I don't know. He saw it on the menu and ordered it. He loves it.
nice.
Yeah, their kale salads. Good.
Kale
Never had
salad's
that.
nice. It's not bad if you got to do it. That's one way to go.
Their chips, their waffle fry chips.
Oh, yeah.
They're good. The waffle fries. I like the waffle fries. I feel like they got really good food. I hate their politics.
Yeah.
but
Because
It's a
what
shame.
is it? It's not as bad as it used to be because they came out in support of diversity and hiring and got fucking flamed on the Republican side for it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're still anti-gay, but at least they were like, racial equality. MAGA's like 2 fingers up. Nah, fuck that shit, dog.
MAGA's 2 fingers up while eating a chicken sandwich from there. Like, I hate you guys, but my God, this chicken is so good.
Next, Five Guys.
That's a 9.
I've never eaten there. It's just going to go in my lowest spot.
Because it's good, but it's so fucking heavy and it's so fucking expensive.
I've
I
had it
heard it was super expensive.
3 times, and it is fucking crazy expensive. I feel like people really like the fries. I
don't like the
don't
fries.
like the fries.
Dude, I'm so
and the
with
fact
you.
that there's so fucking many of the fries that I don't like is annoying.
Yeah.
It's a layer of smashed starch grease in the bottom of a bag. No, fuck your
No,
fries.
man,
Fuck their
I don't.
fries.
I think Five Guys is. I mean, that's belongs at a 9 for me. I'd eat it over Chipotle.
Same.
Last is In and Out.
Oh, damn it. I do like In-N-Out a lot.
I do too. I hear more and more hate about it, but I feel like it lived up to the hype when I went and had it. I really liked it now.
Yeah. When Nikki does burgers, she does it animal style. Yeah, man, I got a 6. That's the only thing I have open.
7 was all I had open, but I've never eaten there, so I assume I'll like it, but I don't know.
I'm happy with this list. Otherwise,
Me too.
Yeah, In-N-Out needs to be in the top half.
All right. We'll delete this section out of my notes. And then you said Kentucky stuff.
Kentucky stuff.
All right. 10 spot. Kentucky stuff. In order of preference. Fried chicken.
Fuck.
I do like fried
This is
chicken.
going to be a tough one because
Yeah.
I love me some fried chicken.
Me too.
Speaking of chicken, I'm going to put fried chicken at 3, but it probably belongs at 1 if I'm being honest. But fried chicken goes at 3 just in case. I reserve the right to say I do not like this over fried chicken, but I have no choice.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other things that might be on this list, and I'm comparing those things to fried chicken. Where it's like, well, I do like fried chicken more than horses, but do I like fried chicken more than bluegrass? I'm also sorry to copy you, but I'm going to put it at 3.
That's fine. It's not a copy if that's how you actually feel.
It is, but for the sake of the show, I feel like it should be different. But 3.
The next, horses.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I like.
I could sit and watch horses all day. I like watching them run. I like watching a horse race. It's fun, but I don't go out of my way for it. But I'm not going to put it so low on the list that it seems like I don't like them. Because I do. I think they're amazing creatures, and I will never understand them, and I will never be able to ride one like people can. I can ride a horse, but I'm not going to be good at it, nor am I going to do it on purpose. Yeah.
I don't know. Those long, flat backs seem suspicious. Up to something.
Maybe if I was a girl, I'd like riding horses more, but
Probably.
So for Anna, of course, this is before I knew her, but Melissa said for a solid year of her life, she was so obsessed with Spirit, the movie Spirit, that she just cosplayed a horse for a fucking year of her life. She run around the church on all fours, neighing at people. She just lived a year as a horse.
you should live your truth. I mean, really.
Yeah.
5 for me, horses. It's a solid right in the middle. I don't dislike them.
I do. I dislike them, but not enough to put a 10. Don't like them. It'd be a 10, but I do like to bet at Churchill Downs. So
There we go.
horses.
I wish they'd open the track back up here. I think that would be fun.
I wouldn't kill one unless I had to in self-defense,
Which probably still wouldn't happen because they're big and scary.
Fucking
and
big.
powerful.
Animals that big. I don't know. They get to a certain size and it's like, I don't know, man. I do
Are
like
you
being
sure
the apex
I'm at
predator
the
of this
top
planet.
of the food chain? Are you sure humans are at the top here? Because that bear is real big.
Mm-hmm.
Waffle House.
Oh, Waffle House. I'm glad I saved the 1 and a 2 spot. I didn't know it was a Kentucky thing. That's awesome.
I know we got a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
It's more of a South thing.
Okay.
So
I was just excited because I was like, shit, that was invented in Kentucky. That
I've
rules.
eaten at Waffle House too many times and had enough. I've eaten at Waffle House enough times to have enough bad experiences to put that at a 4.
And a Waffle Horse? Don't like. Waffle Horse?
you getting a fight with a waffle horse?
Waffle House? 1. That's a 1 spot.
I do remember the time we went. Me, and John went to the Waffle House in Louisville, and he and I were extremely intoxicated.
Yeah, that's
were
what
you
you
also
do.
drunk? You weren't drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk.
Yeah, you were babysitting us, but we were giving the server there a hard time, but he was.
It really wasn't that bad.
It seems like it was that.
It
bad.
wasn't.
Okay.
It super wasn't. The server seemed to be. You seem to be entertaining the server.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all that matters. As long as he was happy.
Bourbon.
I like bourbon. I like bourbon. That's a 4.
I like bourbon an awful lot, even though I don't drink anymore. Doesn't mean I'm not opposed to the idea of starting again, which I was in fact talking to John about today. I just quit drinking, but not because I needed to, because it was just expensive. So bourbon is number 1 for me.
I've been taking it easy on the drinking myself, but when I do drink, it is typically bourbon.
Hot browns.
No, I don't like the hot browns that much.
Hot browns are fucking good.
That's an 8.
Pork chops fucking good.
Pork chops are good.
I'm gonna do. I think my number 2 spot's gonna have something better in it than a hot brown. Oh, so hot brown goes at 6, but that's again only because C.C. Cohen used to have a really good Kentucky hot brown.
Oh, I believe it.
It was real good, real good. If y'all don't know what a hot brown is, it's like meat, like cooked beef. What kind of beef is it? Like sliced roast beef with on
I've seen
bread.
it. I've seen it with that. I've seen it with turkey.
Yeah, you
Just
can have a turkey
slice
hot
of like
brown.
roasted
A
meat.
slice of roasted meat on a piece of white bread with mashed potato scoop and brown gravy on top of that. And then sometimes they'll put cheese on it or something, but those are the basic
I've seen
ingredients
like
of
a
hot
cheesy
brown.
sauce on it, and yeah.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. I'd eat one right meow if I could.
Basketball.
We speaking
UK basketball.
UK or Louisville basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
Man, I remember a time when UK basketball was a huge thing because we went to UK. I went to UK for a little while, and we were there one of the years they won the championship, and they fucking burned the city down. I mean,
I
it
was there one
fucking
year when they
great.
won the championship,
It was
too.
fucking awesome.
It's fun. And
We were at home with the kid, but we could hear. We were in a married housing, so everybody was out in the parking lot hooping and hollering and having a blast. And boy, when you get into it, if you've ever been to a UK game or been in the moment around that kind of fervor, around that kind of energy, it's infectious.
It is.
It really gets into your
I'm not into
blood.
basketball, but when we lived there, I was.
Yeah.
I watched games for 2
Yeah.
years, and it's like it was fun. And I talked to
NCAA
people about
tournament
it.
is always fun.
And then we moved, and I don't watch it anymore,
Girl, same.
like at all.
When you're in it, you're in it. But
Yeah.
when you get away, I mean, like my family, my grandmother, she gets mad at me for not calling her. But if I call her during a fucking Kentucky game, she is not going to pick up the phone.
Right.
And my aunt is a fucking nut for it. I've talked about all these people before being huge ball fans. And when I'm around them, I get into it because they get so excited and they hoop and holler and jump up and down and yell at the coach like they know better than him. And, it's great. It's a fun time. Is it a number 2? No. So it's going at 7. Oh, because I can't put like 2A or 2B. Basketball, 7.
Bluegrass music.
That's a 2.
That's a solid 2 for me as well.
It'd be a 1, but I mean, I do honestly like Waffle House a little bit better than bluegrass music. I like bluegrass music quite a bit, but like Waffle House.
But if you had a pecan waffle,
Waffle House, I mean, smothered, covered jalapenos in that motherfucker. Yeah.
Bluegrass music is great. It rarely gets old. It's just, and it's unique. I love it. Solid 2 for me as well.
meth.
That's a 10.
Meth.
That's
Yeah,
a 10.
me too.
Did you say math?
Cowards.
Also a 10.
Cowards.
Yeah.
But for plenty of people we know, it'd be number 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Johnny.
What do you think the odds are like whenever there's a house fire? How many of that? Like in Kentucky? How many of those house fires are meth related?
I can tell you that 100% of the house fires next door to me were meth related.
2 streets down from me, house fire, meth related.
It was the middle of January, and that house burned to the ground.
Josh Nicole's old neighbors who would mow their snow. Yeah.
We watched him put that out, and there was so much like ice because of the hoses.
Yeah.
It was a weird sight.
Oh, yeah,
it
it
was
sounds
super weird.
weird.
But we sat in that kitchen and watched that house burn for hours, just hours, and it was definitely they were cooking.
Yeah.
They were 100% cooking because I bought weed from that guy once. And that
Legally
it
in Illinois.
It was not. It was not.
Where I
only thing
stayed
that he saw.
over there to smoke it before I returned.
I promise you, it was not the only thing that he sold. Did I occasionally smell ammonia? Absolutely.
Could have been the piss jugs. I don't know.
That was also the house where there was a drive-by shooting.
Oh,
While I was sitting in the couch on the other side of the wall,
Oh my God.
the
Damn,
car
dude.
drove down my alley, and we heard pop, 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 pop. And yeah, they were shooting at that house. Those guys, I'm glad they're gone.
Yeah.
They were nice people. They really were, but it was dangerous as fuck living near them.
Yeah, it sounds like
Very
it.
dramatic.
Between the guns and the fire and the explosions and yeah. And then I got the fucking deaf guy down there getting the SWAT team called on him. Living
see
a
a cool
hotbed of
robot.
activity. and Johnny Five looking at me over the fence.
Speaking of Johnny's, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp.
It's subjective. I'm going to put him at a 9 because I'm at the point where I could take him or leave him. I love his movies and stuff, but I think he's past his prime.
I didn't follow all the court stuff. Just like just the stuff that was juicy enough to like filtrate itself into my meme sphere.
Yeah.
You know, like just that
My
stuff.
dog stepped on a bee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he said on the stand was fucking good. It was funny. He was prepared.
Yeah. Was he dressed as Jack Sparrow?
No,
I
but
mean, as
I
much
wish
as he
had.
always sort of
yeah,
is.
kind of in the way that he, sort of just does. Yeah.
Lastly, Derby Pie.
I've never had it.
Oh man,
good.
see, I would actually
good.
put Johnny Depp ahead of Derby Pie. I don't care much for it. Too rich.
It's basically pecan pie with chocolate chips.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's very rich. I mean, like,
Yeah.
just too much. The only thing I've ever had, like cake or pie wise, that's richer than that is chess pie.
I do like chess pie.
Love
It's
chips
a
pie.
lot. It's a lot. It's like,
Not included mint juleps.
it's like drinking a swallow of 12 sodas all at once.
I'm not a mint julep guy.
Almost.
I've never had one.
I mean, maybe I'd like it more now that I'm older. But in my 20s, I had a mint julep, and I was like, yeah, this is gross.
This tastes like church. All right.
It's like grandma's
I've got
handbag.
3 more on deck whenever we're ready.
Sweet. Thanks
That
for doing
sounds
those.
pretty good. No problem.
Yeah, we can do those next time. Next time, by the way, we're going to gather to talk about the movie and the game, The Rocketeer.
Rocketeer.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Found the show on not SoundCloud, but on Spotify, iTunes, not Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play, all over the goddamn place. Lots going on, but most importantly is that Patreon.
Money, please. I would like you to give us money, and you could do so at patreon.com/tadpog. For as little as $1 a month, you have access to all of our bonus content. As of the airing of this episode 4, Wizard and Glass of the Dark Tower series, just posted. And there's lots of actual plays and movie reviews and fun stuff that we do on there. So give us money and check that stuff out. Patreon.com/tadpog. We do have a list of generous donors, I should say, that give us $20 or more per month, and we refer to these fine folks as our executive producers. And I'm going to read that list right now, starting with Cubicle Monkey, Gamebug Prime, Nathan Eaton, Pinball Airplane Archmage Chris Edler, sorry you could be on this episode, Derek Pope Sandwich, Enthusiast Jeff Miners, congratulations on your marriage, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Louisville Correspondent Princess Consuela, Banana Hammock, Flavor Trick Taryn Dahl, and Canadian Turbo No Thomas. Thank you very much for all your generous donations, not just our executive producers, but everyone.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Our theme song is Smooth by Sycamore Drive. Link to that track. Found that show on tadpog.com. How do you guys want to close that out? That's Mitch McConnell. Thanks from Kentucky.
Sure.
Well, you guys want to do a good Mitch McConnell impression? Or your favorite Kentucky-based celebrity?
Yeah. I want to do that one.
So until next time.
Cementerio.
Got it in one.
TADPOG is hosted and produced by Tyler Holland, Dave Moore, and Ian Chandler. New episodes published Wednesdays each week and are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else podcasts are hosted. Have a question or comment for the hosts? Call us at 270-883-2555 and leave us a voicemail. If we like it, we'll play it on the show and respond. Want to send us something? You can do that at TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. If you absolutely must send us a food item, please use caution and good judgment when doing so. Tasty snacks that look or smell funky or are past their expiration date by the time we get to them will be thrown away. Bonus content is available at patreon.com/tadpog with a minimum donation of $1 per month. You can join in on the conversation by visiting our Discord at bit.ly/tadpogdiscord. Registration is free and we'd love to see you there. Thanks for listening, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our show so you don't miss an episode. Now, where did I put that stinger? Oh, here it is.
Ready to go whenever you guys are.
Yeah.
We're rolling.
There's your stinger.
There's the stinger right there. That's that whole thing. I'll level that up a little bit. I'll take it to level 999. My podcasting host friend is a level 999
Soda
chef.
drinker.
Soda jerk.
Cementerio.